Peace. I beat I beat prehypertension. I beat it. Thank you. And it also comes down to all of the DMs and the messages that mostly the DMs and the Facebook messengers and TikTok, where people have been always sending me memes and ads of fasting for the last 10 plus years. So I would receive these DMs and I would go, oh, okay, so they know I fast. Let's go, let's get it. That was my fuel for actually wanting to get, or complete or accomplish the 1 meal every 48 hours because of the knowingness that I had, that I was pre-hypertension. And pre-hypertension is still on the safe side because if you can control your breathing by itself, meaning like, the square breathing or the triangle breathing, you can bring your heart rate down. And by bringing your heart rate down, you can reverse prehypertension, because prehypertension is high blood pressure. You can still die from it, or have a stroke or kidney failure. But it's more on the side where it's like it's on the brink. So then if you do certain things, you can bring it down. What was the first thing that I did to actually start the process when I found out, like, you are prehypertension, Mr. Parker? And I was like, we have to figure this one out. But it wasn't hard for me to figure it out, actually. The first thing I started doing was taking naps. Kid you not. Taking naps. I was like, are you serious? Pre-hypertension? You're wildin'. And I was like, nah. Went home. Was like, okay, I have certain things going on, like, school, work, other things that I'm not going to name right now. And I was like, but you still want to be alive when all of this is done. I would talk to myself in the mirror. And then I started taking naps. I started to prioritize in my life what mattered most. My heart. The bill's going to get paid. They're going to get paid. But they can't get paid if I'm in the ground 6 feet deep, right? And so the massages, which is why I also pushed it too, because I learned the in depth of the purpose of a massage is to bring the nervous system down out of flight or fright or freeze. It's to get the circulation going. And I didn't know I was going to be learning Eastern in Swedish. I had no idea. Oh, that's hypertension. That's prehypertension, where shoulders rotate inward, chest closes, pressure's high, liver and kidney is messed up, adrenals. You what? And Western as well too, what I just described, because I'm putting it together. But that's what I did. I started taking naps. I was like, yo, I'm taking a nap. Straight up. I take like 3 to 5 naps. I took a nap. I was not playing. And also magnesium every morning. No hose bar. But that wasn't doing it alone. It came down to creating environments where it was complementing what I was trying to do, which means I need a calm atmosphere. I need to be around plants. I need to breathe. I need to walk more, a lot more. But while I'm not talking about walking to the store or walking to the train or walking to work, I'm talking about intentionally taking a walk, like a walk, without my phone too. It's like, nah, B, I'm not this. This is not. And I would just breathe, get the blood to circulate, And I did that for 2 years. 2 years. Now I can't even get out of not taking a nap. It's like my body is like, it's time to take a nap, bro. I'm like, dang, all right. All right, everybody, shutting it down, taking a nap. Yeah. And then I would get up and be more calmer. Then I can better serve my following client because they're getting the best out of me now because my heart level is down. I've gotten rest intentionally and now by default. And then I can do the session at its top tier, you know. So that's how I battled prehypertension. Also, there's other things too. And at times, so when they found, when I was, I'm not going to go into that. That's another day, a story for another day. But so in school, I would get a lot of massages knowing that I was pre-hypertension. So I used the 2 years of getting a minimum of 3 massages a week. Minimum 3 massages a week since school started in 2023, all the way up until 2025. No holds barred. I was massaging everybody I could get my hands on. Like, let's go, let's go. And that allowed me to build relationships with people who wanted to learn and who were friendly and just different cultures and different people and helping people to feel good. And then it turned back around. They would go, yo, Nicholas, come here. Yo, let's work together. Da 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 da. Because they knew I was already hands on all day. I just had to get the material. So we practiced and I 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 practiced so that I can get around a lot of people that were practicing. And if they wanted to practice on someone, I was readily available, and or if someone was available for me to practice on, and then they would turn around and return the favor. So it worked in both ends. And so I kept my heart levels down as much as possible so my body can understand what rest and digest feels like when the body is in parasympathetic or sympathetic. You see? So I calmed. I didn't realize that, oh, shoot, all of this was going on. We know a lot's going on, but that's just like, oh, my heart rate's high and then it's high and then it just conks out. Boom, dead. No, it's like your heart rate's high. Your heart rate's high. What happens? Your vessels, your veins, your arteries, and your capillaries close up. They get hard and they break around the heart as well, too. They get really hard. And this is like the heart, right? Atriums, ventricles, or ventricles, atriums, and then the veins and the arteries and the capillaries that surround the area as well. They get hard, and then it hardens the heart. You talking about pain at sometimes? So now the pain around my heart was like, well, excuse me, the pain around my chest was like, yeah, what? I'm chilling, B. Nope. Massage who? Yeah, my chest hurt. Booyah. But I wasn't like trying, I don't be trying to like um unprofessionally doing things. Sometimes, yo, this is real life. You will be replaced. Whether you are in a 9 to 5 or a graveyard shift or even in an entrepreneurial state, you will be replaced. So knowing that, like, being an entrepreneur doesn't make me anything special. You die, you can be replaced. Everybody's gonna cry, they're gonna go eat. And being that I fast a lot, they might even eat at the funeral too and be like, "Yeah, he died from high blood pressure." Yep. And he was fasting too. Yep. And they eating like, well, because everybody gonna die from eating and fasting, so might as well pick one. So I'm deciding to live my life a certain specific way, right? So, and so I got the cupping. I help people, and then you know, when you massage people, it helps you to feel good, and then you create an environment where everybody's calm, everybody's lazy, You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to go anywhere. You're like, like that, like that. And then it's also like white people, black people, Asian people, Spanish people, and all other types of people. Everybody's like, wow, I feel so good. Come on. It's the best feeling in the world. So I'm like, yo, pre-hypertension. Like, I want to feel that too. So what I do in between when I get my sessions, I go, I'm gonna close up right here. I go, I'm gonna take care of my body parts. So when I get a massage, my body is already primed to getting, or to telling the therapist or whomever, like, look, listen, I have no pain. Just do your magic. And they can get the areas where I can't focus at, right? And then because my body is already calm, then when I get the massage, it's even better. And then I will go take a nap. Or I would take a nap before. And it's always about taking those naps because it makes the sleep, it gives the sleep more quality. So when you come get a massage, right? Or you get a massage from me, I just tell you, just go to sleep. It's the best feeling in the world. And that's what makes home sessions dope because you don't have to go anywhere. So I get to do my magic. 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 Somebody one day, I had a gun in an argument with somebody, one of my exes, and she was like, go, what you gonna do, your little mystical massage? Yeah, she played. I was like, anyway, so I turned all of my negativity not into fuel, but I sat with it and I didn't let it fuel me because I don't want to be fueled by negativity. So I would sit with anything that was negative or not appropriate or inappropriate. I would sit with it, and like during fasting, I would let it dissolve by breathing, and then I wouldn't dwell in it, but I just sit with it and go, it's really interesting. I don't like the feel of that because it would raise my heart rate up, and I'm like, nah, I don't like that. It's because it's raising my heart rate up. And I don't want anything raising my heart rate up, knowing that I'm pre-hypertension. And then what's gonna happen? You see what I'm saying? So when you have a certain pathology, man, high blood pressure, heart attack, stroke, kidney failure, yeah, why? Yeah. So what I'm doing now is that because I had just checking to see if the battery is on. But what I'm doing now is this one. I found out in school that this rectus femoris is this quad muscle has been pulling on my hip and giving me lower back pain for all of these 10 plus 15, 10, 15 plus years. Yeah, why? Nah, B. So I'm taking care of it. So I do this. So I'm about to watch some TV. So I do things like this. Any places where I found out, which I can find out on you as well too. I'm gonna close up right here. Is I can find out I can find out which muscles need to be worked on. Exactly. It's pretty dope too. Okay. So you guys, that's how I beat hypertension. Started living my life with more quality, with more care, taking care of what's most important. Bills gonna be there, family gonna be there, friends gonna be there. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be all right. You know, business gonna be there. But if you know you got something like a pathology, let's talk about it because they also taught me too how to deal with people with certain pathologies and certain. It's pretty cool. Come through or have me come through. All right, peace.